I had lost power, so I had to run out and start the generator up real quick. My backup power supply.
Ah, I know my power here is freaking iffy too right now.
All right. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Had a little bit of technical difficulties. Had to switch over to the backup power supply.
Yeah.
That storm on the northeast. I live in Annapolis, Maryland, and there's been a lot of wind. I live out in the country, so I am glad I hooked up that backup power supply. So apologize to y'all folks, but we are back into the race. FTR out in Kentucky for the second playoff run. Currently still in the first stage. Am I right there, Tizzle?
Yep.
And I got my man Tizzle with me here tonight.
Some guys pitted here. Phil's pitted early. Well, he got in that wreck, so he kind of pitted, and then Dark Knight pitted. And we got I think Eagles is going to lead right now.
Eagles still holding the lead. Billy in the number 9 car, I believe, is second.
No, Billy didn't pit yet.
No, Billy hadn't pit yet? Okay.
I lost him. I lost him too for a little bit there. So I know this is the front though, right here with War, and I think War pitted too. I'm not sure.
And I think that's the end of the first stage. I believe we've come to the end of the first stage now.
That'll give us time to catch up now. Let's go. Yeah, my power's been on and off too with this fire going on over here. So I got my generator set up too. Yeah, and
I wanted to shout out tonight to you, Tizzle, on the night's broadcast. Who you currently, you live out there in California with that El Dorado fire, so. I just want to let you know personally, man, from friend to friend, man, I keeping good thoughts to you, your family, and keeping the prayers to you and your family and friends out there, and just hope everything is safe with you all out there, man.
So far, I'm okay. I have a lot of friends that aren't doing very well. They lost their house already, but the communities out here are stepping up really big and donating money and getting these people all somewhere to go,
Yeah.
It's been a real cool.
Just glad to hear from you, man. Glad you can be here tonight. We are off, kicking off stage 2. Eagle's going to take us to the green flag. War in second. Billy in third. Bad Martin fourth. And Portal rounding out the top 5. And here we go.
War got himself up there, man. He must have did some pit strategy.
And they are, and here comes Bad Martin, gonna make it 3 wide. And they are racing, and Bad Martin get into the quarter of the 10 car.
Martin gets into his son a little bit.
Eagles in first. Bad Martin looking to the inside of the 10. He gets a run on the inside. Eagles gave him plenty of room.
Yeah, it's still early.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was Portal, and I'd just be sitting there kind of waiting for this to play out.
Bad Martin.
Everybody's got a... Oh, go ahead.
Bad Martin taking the lead from Eagles. But Eagles is certainly not going to let him check out. Eagles going to stay right there in the draft. He's got Billy in the 9 car right behind him. So those FTR guys are going to, they're going to stick together. They are nose to tail. And here comes the 10 and the 9.
He's pushing him right past him.
Right underneath the 10 and the 9. Hooked up underneath of the 98. Here they go.
Slingshot engaged.
Calm. And that 51 in Portal trying to make his move.
Well, these guys have been practicing all week, though. I mean, everybody's got a fast car tonight.
Oh yeah. Now all these guys, every single one of them was practicing real hard, dialing in these cars, tuning them up, getting that trace trim in. So,
What Heavy's doing? I think Heavy's just kind of taking it easy in the back, kind of he's waiting for the important stage, the third one.
Heavy in that 08. I think you're kind of right on that. I definitely would agree with you there. And that
He hasn't
bucked up
forced
car.
anything too much. Yeah, he's just kind of sitting there and just kind of observing.
Yeah.
He's staying with them.
Just kind of hanging out. Doesn't want to get in any trouble. Doesn't want to tear up that car. And Lynch Racing in that one, right in front of the 92 of Dark Knight. And Phil's fan in that 39 gets his way around the portal guy in the 51. So Phil's fan in that 39, right behind this group of leaders.
I kind of know those two guys don't exactly like each other that much.
Oh, definitely not. And I know you were racing last week at Canadian
They're being
Tire.
very respectful, though. They're being pretty respectful, though, still.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one of the things you're not going to see is as much as these guys dislike each other, and they do dislike each other. Especially after last week. I know, Jake Tizzle, you were in that race at Canadian Tire last week. So I don't know what you saw, how you saw it in that one incident towards the end there, between Eagles in that 10, who was FTR, and War in the 15, also FTR, where Bad Martin in the 98, Phil's fan in the 39. Now, in the broadcast that I had last week, I actually got really, really lucky on when I switched the camera, when I did, right there at about the 29-minute mark. And you can plainly see that originally everybody thought that Eagles had basically put the pedal to the metal in a hairpin turn and used everybody as a ramp.
Well, I couldn't see back there. I couldn't see. I knew he shot up there, but, you know, you kind of got to take that with a grain of salt because people can get pushed up into there, too. I've had it happen to me where I got pushed up into people.
Well, I tell you what, Tizzle, last week at work, when I had the computer on my desk, I was literally going frame by frame and taking notes on the exact car numbers. Now, Friday afternoon, I left work early, and of course I forgot my notes with me on the car numbers, but it was a white car, and I believe it was a car of Bad Martin at the top. Look, right in the walls, Bad Martin on the backstretch. But at the top of that hill, before the hairpin turn, I believe it was a white car, and Eagles was in his traditional black and green car, so it was easy to differentiate. But the white car went all four tires off into the grass. He brings it back onto the pavement, which bangs into the 10 car, forcing him to the right. Now, when Eagles turned back to the left to stay on the track, there was only so much room to where the contact was made, and then they go into the hairpin turn, where they ended up going 4 wide in a hairpin turn. Now, as you know, Tizzle, in a hairpin turn at Canadian Tire, you put 4 cars wide, something's going to give. And so it kicked off originally before the hairpin turn, leading into the hairpin turn, but there was a lot of flack on that. And when it comes straight down to it, I believe it was the 39 that kicked it all off. It was either the 39 or the 98 that kicked all that off. Now, the 98 and the 39 are actually MRL, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the Misfits Racing League.
Yep.
So, you definitely do have some rivals with FTR and MRL guys who are in this league racing and have done a great job. They have raced, as you can see, they've been very respectful of one another, but they are not going to give each other much of a room.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see any favors. I'll just say that.
Oh yeah, you're going to have a little bit of, you're going to have some issues out there, a little bit here and there, but these guys have done this a long time. They all know how to skilled race out there, and you know, still have good race etiquette. You know, every once in a while something's going to happen, but personally, we've been pretty good for what we got in here.
And not to mention, last week was also the first race of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
this playoff format's got everybody on edge. You know, everyone's don't want to give up a spot because it's coming down to every spot. Every spot is going to give you a point, and you're going to miss it. I missed it by like a point. You know, 2 points there.
2 points.
Yeah,
2 points, Dizzle.
I missed a stage earlier in one of the stages, and yeah. So you know, but I should have had those points way before we got to this point. So.
Well, look who we have battling for Billy for first. We got the 51 in Portal.
These guys, some of these guys' tires are wearing a little bit now, I think.
There's that.
Was up there.
There's that Portal guy who's been waiting for this race. And you got your top 3 of Portal guy.
And Billy's going to try to pinch him down there, though. Maybe not. Oh, no, he got by him.
Yep, he's going to tuck in right behind him. You got 2 to go.
Pass. You got to make that pass here. If you don't make that pass and you get side by side, all you do is slow everybody down or just bring everyone to you, you know?
Yeah.
Everyone's so close. But it's interesting to see here in this third stage. I don't know how many laps we got for that third stage, but thinking they might pit 2 times. But we saw a little ice up in that pit strategy in that first race.
These guys are coming to the end here. Portal guy, Billy, and Eagles.
And Portal's looking for those points.
He wants that stage win.
He got an Eagles.
Looking for that first stage win.
That was just some hard racing there. We didn't need to get into it now. Hard racing. He got it. Portal got it.
And that is it. Well, Portal got going to take home the green and white checkered of the second stage.
He needed that.
Yeah, he did.
You know, I was talking about Heavy earlier, just kind of laying back, but I think he needs to get some points up there. I believe we got Portal and Heavier at the last few spots.
We are getting ready to go into that final stage. And like I said last week, balls to the wall or nothing at all, man. This is it.
Yeah, when you don't have other cars in there to fill those spaces up to make a point spread, it becomes pretty interesting. Each spot you lose is pretty critical.
And especially
Heavy. Heavy were around each other all race last race.
Yeah. Especially for those guys that are on the bubble.
And I knew I was racing what guys I was racing, and we were around each other the whole race too.
Right. And so here we go, kicking off taking the green flag for this last stage.
Well, if this is Portal's race, this is his best shot right here. He got the pole, he's out to the lead.
And he jumped out to an early lead.
I would turn off that rearview mirror and just go.
Well, he's going to have a mirror full of Eagles and Billy at the moment.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how these other guys turn it up a notch or not.
And coming into the race, I know the points were really, really tight for these guys coming into this race.
That's what I say. Portal and Heavy, I believe, is in the last spot. Portal's a couple points in front of him, and then I believe it's Lynch or those two. I'd have to
possibly Lynch or possibly Sludge. Not sure.
Yeah, Sludge beat himself.
I'm trying to look up the. Trying to look to see the point standings coming into the race for this A League.
Oh.
Yeah. These three guys are going at it. And we are at Kentucky, for those who are just joining us, is an FTR Racing League, full throttle, playoff race number 2 at Kentucky.
In the third stage. The money stage.
The money stage.
The Dark Knight creeping up on him now in war.
And Dark Knight.
Someone had on the wall back there. I think that was Phil.
The Phil's fan?
Yeah, he got on the wall. Lynch got the spot.
So you got Phil's fan and Bad Martin in the back there.
Where's Heavy at? I don't see him anywhere.
Heavy, I don't know what happened. Did he? He's just riding all alone by himself. He is. He's just out there all alone. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure if he had any situation where he had to come in and pit. I don't know.
Yeah, I missed it.
He is just out there, just kind of by himself. Going through the field.
War and Dark Knight, they should caught up there.
And coming back up to the front, we have our leaders. You have the number 10 Eagles out front with Billy coming right up underneath them. Here comes Billy in the number 9 underneath that 10.
Oh! Dark Knight's right there. He's pounds too, right there.
Dark Knight is right on him, right with Portal. And with Billy getting underneath Eagles, it's going to allow Portal and Dark Knight to follow suit.
Oh, Dark Knight got a little tight.
Yeah, they got a little bit tight, got up a little bit, and here comes Warren at 15. So Eagles going from 1st to 5th as the draft train kind of goes by him a little bit. Now, Tizzle, on a track like Kentucky, does draft play a major effect here?
Not a major effect, but you get a little bit of pull. Like, you definitely want to be up behind someone coming up off 4 right here and get tucked up in behind somebody. It does make a difference down the straightaway here. Not so much that back straightaway, but this front straightaway.
Riding along here a little bit, going through the field.
Let's see who's got the best car here at the end here, and then whoever gets down into this turn 3 and gets on that bottom and is able to cut from the middle off.
I'll tell you what, Phil's fan having trouble back there with that 39 car. He is having some real trouble.
Dark Knight's getting taken back his little... He's the one on the outside. He's coming. Yo, crossover. Oh. He tried. Man, these guys are all over.
Battling with that 10 car. And the Eagles.
Portal's right behind Billy, though. He was waiting. He is on Billy.
There's that 92. Look back, trying to go back underneath that 10. You got Dark Knight in that 92. Fighting for his playoff life. Right behind the 10 of Eagles, and now the 15 of War. Eagles are able to get around the 15. So Knight is holding down the 5th position. And right behind him, you got the 1 car, and here's the 1 car of Lynch Racing on the outside of the 92 of Dark Knight. and they're going to go at it. Lynch is going to take the fifth spot over on the high side. That's a power move. And not so fast. Here comes that 92 back up underneath.
That battle is going on. These guys checked out early.
Now we're definitely going to see another round of pit stops. Well, coming into tonight, I got the point standings, and coming into the night, Frost Tubs, Portal Guy, and War were the bottom three, and I think Frost Tubs is that heavy duty car. So I think, yeah, it's heavy duty, Portal Guy, and War were the three on the bubble coming into the race tonight, with Eagles, Phil Fan, and Dark Knight. Are your current leader in the point standings? What's that?
Portal's sitting pretty good right now. He got some stage points, and he's in second right now. So he was down towards the bottom, but he's bounced himself up there. You said he was in Portal. Second to last, or he was in the back three, right?
Yeah, he was. He's right in the middle. He's second to last.
Yeah, heading into the race.
So that's.
He got a stage win.
That stage win will be huge.
Yeah, and he's in second now. So.
And he's in second.
If he can finish in that top two, he'll be comfortable in the corner.
If he can, he's looking to the inside of Billy. If he can pull out a win here.
He's all over Billy.
And Billy in the 9 car, your current leader of the race. He is currently first in the point standings. Bad Martin in the 98 is currently second in the point standings. And Bad Martin currently 6th in the race. Lynch Racing in the 1 car, he is 3rd in the point standings coming into tonight's race.
Tight battle.
Lynch is currently 5th, riding 5th so far tonight. And then Dark Knight.
These boys are pitting right now. Here comes Billy.
Here comes the green flag pit stops.
Here comes the whole field now. Oh, Dark Knight's coming in.
Are we going to see everybody come out, or you'll see somebody staying out? Somebody.
They all came in.
Everybody.
I don't know about heavy. Yeah.
We're about to see.
Anybody's sped there. Looks like everybody's got their own board up.
Yep, heavy's coming in as well. We only had one. We did have 1 car stay out.
Who is that?
That would be 39 and Phil's Fan. So Phil's Fan, the only car that stayed out on this green flag pit stop. So this is some interesting strategy here. See what happens on this. And here they all come out of pit road, basically in single file, with Billy and Portal Guy, nose to tail. I tell you what, these guys, as these laps start ticking away, you're really going to see these guys really push these cars. Now, I'm not too sure about Kentucky, but how is Kentucky on tire wear? Is it bad for tire wear, or does it hold up pretty good?
Yeah, your left sides, you could do a 2-tire or something if you had a short run, but your left sides wear pretty good too. And then plus, to go fast here, you gotta be a little bit loose. I mean, you gotta be on the edge to be fast. So you're loose already, so you kind of wear them out just when your setups. You kind of slide the tires a lot here anyway. So it's not a really rough surface, you know, but it's moderate tire wear. I mean, you gotta get 4 tires. You can't. If you get 2, you might come out in front, but you're gonna get 8 up. You know, they'll catch you pretty quick.
Yeah. Now we got a little bit of racing going here. You got the 1 car Lynch looking underneath to the 15 of War. And they are battling for 4th, and 98 underneath of War. So the 1 and 98 both are able to get underneath of the 15. So that's going to drop War back to 6th. Bad Martin is going to take over 5th. And Lynch is going to move up to 4th. Right behind that 10 car of Eagles, who's currently in 3rd. And everybody is trying to catch this guy, Billy in the 9, with Portal Guy in a 51 right behind him. And I think that's Portal Guy just, right now, I think he's just sitting and cruising.
Yeah, pretty much. He's happy where he's at right now.
Oh, yeah. I definitely think you anticipate him definitely making a move as we get towards the end. Already in stage 3, have had a couple green flag stops. We only had 1 caution that came out in the first stage. But ever since, it's been a very, very clean race. And you got Billy out, just controlling the pace right now. And he and the 51 look like they're just on cruise control. Eagles in that 10, he has got a mirror full of the 1 car. That 1 car is all over the 10 car. In the battle for 3rd. Eagles in that 10 machine also had a great week of practice. And here comes Lynch in the 1 looking underneath of the 10. The 10 and the 1 side by side, 2 abreast. We got 26 laps to go. The 1 underneath the 10, these guys are going side by side. And the 10 is going to tuck right in behind the 1. And they could go a crossover move and gets underneath of Lynch in the 1. Eagles trying to take that spot back and does.
We're coming up, leader's coming up on Heavy right now, but I'm sure Heavy's going to move out of there.
And here comes the 1 back up underneath of Eagles, followed by the 98. So here we go, we got the 10 back getting underneath the 98 car. that's going to allow Lynch in the 1 to check out a little bit. War in the 15 tucks right up behind the 10 car. They're going to trap. Try to get past the 98. 98's all by himself on the outside. Doesn't have any help out there. Or you got Eagles in the 10. Eagles and Martin were feuding all week about that fallout from that incident. And like I said, in my opinion, straight up, and everybody's got their opinion. I respect, yeah, everybody's got their opinion and how they see it. I just don't see where that was any way Eagles' fault. But it's playoff racing, man. You know, every emotions run high. I can, you know, I can see where this emotions run high on that, you know, and people are going to get upset, you know. But
it's the playoffs.
It's playoffs. Balls to the wall or nothing at all.
People are. Pole got a little tricky.
And here we go. Should be close, about under 20 by now. Got a little bit of racing here with the 15 of War, the 10 of Eagles. And the 98 of Bad Martin. These three are just going at it together. They are constantly flip-flopping. Eagles will jump out, then 98 will get the cross over underneath him, and then 15 and the War and the 15 will cross underneath him. FTR racing, baby. It looks like 10 and Eagles going to string it out a little bit while War is side by side with that Bad Martin in 98. '98 gave War and the 15 in room. War takes a spot. Now, I know what War wants to do. He wants to, now he's out front of that 98, he just wants to let that 15 eat. And we got some pit stops being made, Tissel.
Yep, you're all coming in. You got Billy, Heavy, Porter. They're all coming down. This could be the last one, I believe. We're pretty close. We've got 19 to go with 18.
Well,
that would be a fuel round.
This will definitely be the last round of pit stops. Everybody will definitely have enough to get to the end. And Phil's fan in that 39, once again, going to stay out. Going to be the only car to stay out on the track. And here comes everybody coming out. Billy in the 9. Portal in the 51 right behind him. They're just now coming out of the pits on the back stretch, getting up to speed. Everybody's following them. And currently everybody's following the 39, who should be hitting pit road any time now. And is he going to come down this time? Nope. He's going to stay out another round. So you're definitely seeing some strategy. .39 is actually a lap down.
Yeah, he got cycled around there and hit on that. I thought he was up there too.
Yeah, I thought he was too, but looks like he's a lap down, and I think he's currently in 7th place. So I think he was just off. He's just got to be off the pit cycle. So that's going to leave Billy, our leader, still with that 51, a Portal guy, hot on his tails. And Eagles in that 10, looking up underneath of the 98. Of Bad Martin, who's got 4th place. Here's a battle for 4th. As Eagles looks underneath of the 98. 98 gives them plenty of room. Eagles takes the spot. Now look for the crossover. Here comes 98, looking on the inside to try to make a crossover work. And he's not going to be able to do it this time. Tucks back up underneath, tucks back behind the 10 car on the backstretch, and now he looks to the inside in turn 3. And Eagle's going to brush the wall just ever so slightly, and it's going to let 98 Bad Martin take this position back. And this is for 4th and 5th respectively. Bad Martin in 4th, Eagles in 5th. War right behind them looking on in 6th position. And right in front of them is the 1 car of Lynch Racing. Here comes Eagles in that 10, looking to make a move on turn 3. Back underneath of the 98. Gets right up in his quarter. Eagles in that 10 car, right on his bumper now. And both of these guys and Eagles, I think what he's doing now is I think he's just tucked back behind Bad Martin to kind of catch this 1 car, Lynch Racing, down. And Lynch Racing right up in front of him in 3rd position. Billy in the 9 car in 1st, Portal guy in 2nd. They are about 2 or 3 seconds ahead of these guys. And you got 3rd, 4th, and 5th occupied by Lynch, Bad Martin, and Eagles, respectively. Things are starting to kind of wind down here a little bit. And they're battling again. As they have caught the 1 car, Bad Martin and Eagles have caught that 1 car. So here's a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 98, Bad Martin, underneath of the 1. And number 10 underneath. They're making 3 wide. Eagles around all of them. Moves up. What a move by Eagles. Wow. What a move. The 98 of Bad Martin gets underneath of the 1 of Lynch. And then the Eagles in the 10 gets underneath of both of them, goes 3 wide, makes a power move, and drives right on by them.
Oh, Lynch is back there.
So now Eagles is going to take 3rd, Lynch will be in 4th, and Bad Martin will be in 5th. Heck of a move by Eagles. Now the question is, do those guys have anything left for Eagles in that 3rd position? And the real question is, does Portal Guy have anything to catch Billy? Because Billy has checked out. Billy in the 9 has totally checked out. Portal in 2nd. Eagles so far in 3rd. With Lynch in 4th, Bad Martin 5th. And these guys giving it all they got. We are round 2 of the playoffs. Billy is up with 2 seconds with 3 to go. There's 3 laps to go.
I was just going to get the lap count too for a little bit.
Yep, about 3 laps to go.
Oh, man.
Billy out all by himself, ahead to by 2 seconds over Portal in the 51. Great run for Portal Guy. Great run for Portal Guy. Looking to advance to round 3 of the playoffs.
Good.
And then you got Eagles in 3rd. You got Lynch in 4th, Bad Martin in 5th. We are on the last lap. And Billy is going to take this checkered flag. Billy Holcomb in the 9, your race winner. Followed by the 51 of Portal Guy. Eagles in the 10. Bad Martin in 5th. War in 6th. Phil's Fan 7th. Dark Knight 8th. And Heavy Duty in 9th. Your final standings. We're going to try to get our top 3 with Billy, Portal Guy, and Eagles. What a race. What a race. I tell you, Tizzle, it's a shame I wasn't able to see you out there this time, man, but...
I probably wouldn't have made it anyway. I'm not doing that good. I might have to go to the hospital.
You alright?
I think I caught that COVID shit, man.
Oh, that ain't good, man. If you think you did, man, you want to get that checked out, brother.
Dude, it's like, I just looked, I'm getting all the symptoms, dude, of it, like, as it just keeps progressing on, and another one,
Alright, man, well,
all of a sudden today.
Why don't you go ahead and take it easy, man. Thanks for coming to the booth today for the broadcast. And,
Yeah, no
We'll catch you next week, man. I'll catch up with you, man. Just try to feel
right,
better
man.
and get safe, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Take care, brother.
All right.
All right, and what we are going to do, we are going to try to get our top 3 to join in here with us tonight. Let's get our part. Let's see if I can get these guys invited on over. Billy Holcomb, Eagles, and Portal Guy. Our top 3. An outstanding race. Absolutely awesome race. And we're going to get our top 3 up in here. And we got Eagles already in here, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Eagles, hell of a run, man. That was awesome.
Yes, sir, man. Moving on to the freaking next round. That was awesome, dude. I'm
Next
so
round.
happy.
Next round. Now, I know I sent the invite to Portal Guy and to Billy, our winner, waiting for them to join us here in the booth. They could be probably doing the interview in
Yeah, I got
in
another one.
the
Yeah,
other. Yeah, that's the interview for the other broadcast.
yep.
So we'll just kind of give it, just chit chat with you, man, and get a rundown on the race from your perspective, man.
Well, practiced all week. Super psyched. As you know, I'm sure you mentioned it. There was, after last week, there was a lot of drama throughout the week, and it just forced everybody, playoffs. People are going to get eliminated. Everybody put crazy tons of work coming into this race and qualified. I meant to put my qualifying setup in, and I ended up forgetting to do that, but I still was able to qualify second. And once we took the drop of the green, we pitted in the first stage. We had to take right side tires, and I was able to take right side tires. I was able to hold off Billy there at the end, and got that stage win. That was awesome. Made up plenty of points. That pretty much solidified me getting into the next round right off the bat. And then on top of that, I was able to get stage 2 playoff points. And now for sure, I know I'm going to get locked in. I'm not sure exactly who made it. I was trying to keep up with the points as the race was going on to know who's in and who's out. I do have a general idea, but I'm not exactly sure, so I'm not going to say anything. But great broadcast, man. I appreciate you broadcasting. Great race. I was able to get third. I wanted third really bad just so I can come in the broadcast and talk to you, Shady. I appreciate you broadcasting, man. This was...
Oh, absolutely, dude. I mean, dude, this was just fun for me. But dude, this was just had an absolute blast, man. And and you kind of hit on it, from and Tizzle and I touched on it, and I brought it up, that incident that happened last week, and you know, just kind of from my point of view, and everybody has their own opinion on what happened. Now, when I pulled that video, and of course, what I was saying, when I was at work last week in front of the desktop with the big screen and literally freezing it frame by frame, and I had my notes of everything from frame by frame with the car numbers and everything, and I left work early Friday, and I left my notes, but I sure remember what happened. And that wasn't your fault, man. I mean, that came down, the white car, I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Phil's fan or Bad Martin. It was a white car, which you were in that black 10 and that black 10, so it was pretty easy to differentiate how they came off the track into you, and you had to stay on the track. There was contact made, but when you go 4 cars wide into a hairpin turn, come on, man, something's going to give. But originally how that stuff kicked off was those white cars, and that wasn't on you. But moving on, that was a great race there, Eagles. That was just a tremendous racing there on your part. Now, tell me on the draft. Did the draft play a big part? Looks like we may have Eagles may have moved on. Do we got Portal and Billy in?
Yeah, me. I think Billy will be here soon. They've got him.
All right. How you doing, Portal?
I'm doing good, man.
You had an awesome race. Congratulations on the second place finish, man. Congratulations. It was probably your best race of the year from what I've seen. Tell us how your race went. Give us a rundown of it, man.
Well, it's definitely just trying to see where I stood in like the first stage. Luckily, was able to get a top 5 there to get those stage points. Then for the second stage, it was definitely just one of those things where I just played my cards right, just coasted in the mid-pack for a bit until we could for sure make it to the end, and luckily we were able to do that and managed to pull off the stage win, which was definitely what I needed after last week at Canadian Tire and all that. Just needed all those points. And then for those first few laps in the final stage, man, me and Billy working together, somehow we're pulling away from 3-4 other cars behind us, man. Don't know how we did it, man, but it's definitely, I think, was one of the key factors in this finish. And then, I don't know, after that final stop, just Billy probably did something to that car, man, because it was fucking flying after I lost his draft and all that. He just started flying, and I couldn't do anything. I started overdriving, hitting the apron a lot more, wearing out the tires a lot more. So I practically had to just start coasting it to get to the finish there, and luckily I did without losing anything, man. I'm telling you, I hit 0% on my left front as soon as I hit the line.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, man. The word around the garage all week was that watch out for Portal. This was Portal's track. Portal has had this race and this track specifically circled on his calendar since the beginning of the season. You just that good on this track? Is you just love racing here? Is it just experience? What makes it that you so good at this track?
I want to say something right quick. Portal was my pick for the night too. Go ahead, Portal.
All right. I wouldn't say because my history with this track, man. I used to not really be good at this track, man. It was just over time. I started racing more and more, working on the cars for it to get them right, man. And it was just one of those things, man. I finally started to get better with it, and I definitely would say that now I definitely like coming here a lot more, man. It's just one of those tracks where you gotta hit the throttle, let it off, let it coast just right in 3 and 4, man. You just gotta know when to let it off and get right back into it. Same with 1 and 2. Because I could definitely be how much you let off can definitely affect how much you start coasting to the bottom, or if you're gonna be more in the middle. It's definitely just one of those throttle tracks, man. You gotta be very precise with it.
Well, I tell you what, a second place finish in the race tonight's definitely going to make things interesting when these points shake out. I know that you were on the bubble coming into tonight's race, so you definitely going to make it very interesting, Portal. Very interesting.
That was always the plan coming into the night.
Very interesting when those points are finally revealed, man. And you just had a very good race. It was good to see you up there, man. You were really flying through the field, getting through all that traffic and getting up to the front, man. And just good seeing you out in front and having a great race like you did, man. That was just awesome. And hopefully the points shake out to where we'll be able to see you next week, man.
Thank you.
And so let's move. We're just going to take us to move us on to our race winner, and that is Billy. Billy, how you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you?
I'm doing great. Put on a heck of a show as always. I tell you what, man, first place.
Yep. Portal made me earn that one tonight, man. I kind of I kind of rode around a little bit in the first two stages, just trying to help some guys get some points and stuff and whatnot. And I knew once we hit stage 3, I knew what my car would do on a fuel run, and I knew I had plenty of tire. I just had to hit my marks and just make sure I stayed consistent, and that's what we did, man. That's that after that last pit stop right there on the last stage, I freed it up just a hair a bit more, and I was able to pull off from Portal there, and yeah, hell yeah, got a playoff win. That's what I wanted.
You can't go. It's definitely going to be able to lock you in closer and closer to the championship around there, Billy. And but tell us, is there a lot of strategy that went into this? You mentioned about as far as your some tire stops. Was there 2 tire stops? Was there just fuel only stops? What was there a lot? What kind of strategy was going into tonight's race?
Well, stage 1, I could go without no tires, but we were battling pretty hard right there in stage 1. I kind of burnt my right rear up a little bit more than what I wanted. I knew at the point where I could be good, and I wasn't at that point. So I opted to take 2 right side tires in that first stage, and just got a third place finish. And then in the second stage, it was just rolling, man, just foot to the floor. And I did have to save like a half a lap or whatever, but it's pretty easy to do that, man, when you're in a draft and stuff like that. So it was just balls to the wall, man. And then stage 3, I just let her eat.
Oh, it was a terrific win, man. It was a terrific win. It was very, very great race, and you obviously had a fast car. Portal said, I don't know if you caught it before he got into the booth or not, but Portal said he said, I don't know what Billy did to his car, but he said that thing was cooking.
Yeah, he was right there on me, man. I was like, well, I'm either gonna mess myself up or it's gonna be faster. And then I had practiced a little bit, changing a few things, during practice, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go with it, and we'll just have to see what happens. I was like, I know he's probably gonna get a little faster on this run right here, but not sure what happened to his car and mine. It just worked out for me, and I was able to come out of the pits with a little bit of a lead, and I just never looked back pretty much.
Well, I tell you what, it was another exciting race, as always, for the FTR Full Throttle Racing League. You A-League boys put on a show every single week. I can't wait till next week, man. Where do we go next week again?
We were at Texas.
Where are we at?
Texas.
Texas.
6 drivers next week.
We are down to 6. It's you always hate to see people get eliminated. You never like to see that, but it's playoff life. Like we were saying, man, it's balls to the wall or nothing at all in the playoff time. So we're looking forward to going to Texas, where it's going to be the top 6 guys left. So I'm excited, man. It's just going to be a shootout to the end, man. I can't wait for it to come tomorrow. I wish it came tomorrow, man.
I know, man. Well, one thing I want to say is I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you, Shady, and all you do for FTR, man. You've kind of took it under your wing and doing this broadcasting and everything. And I want to get a shout out to Jay Tizzle for helping tonight as well. McLovin for jumping in the booth with us. He couldn't be here today. He had some family stuff going on. So, yeah, just everybody that tunes in every week, all the drivers, Portal for a good run, Eagles for a good run. Yeah, we couldn't do it without you guys, man. You guys are what make FTR what it is now. So, and we're gonna continue to grow and get stronger. So.
Well, you guys make FTR what it is. We just enjoy watching, having fun, and it's just a bonus that we get to broadcast it. So that's just a bonus if you ask me. You guys make it all happen. But it's just a blast, man. Thank you for bringing me in, and I'm having a blast and loving it. And yeah, McLovin, he had his flight today. He was trying to get back in time. He wasn't able to get in, so we'll look forward to having him back in the booth next week with Tizzle. I want to thank Tizzle and shout out to Tizzle again for jumping in the booth and my thoughts.
I also want to thank Heavy Duty as well because he's in the booth with me. He's been in the booth with me for the last couple of weeks in the B League too. So I want to give a shout out to my boy Heavy Duty as well. Appreciate all of it, buddy.
And we look forward to also having Heavy Duty possibly up here in our booth for you guys in the A League next week. So I'll be talking to Heavy this week about that and see how that plays out. Just anxious for next week. We'll be going to Texas and the FTR Full Throttle Racing League A League at 9:30 next week. Are down to 6 drivers, 2 races to go. Everybody have a wonderful night. Billy in the 9 car, Billy Holcomb, tonight's winner, current points leader also. So we will see everybody next week at Texas. Good night, everybody.